Going on to you, Scorpios. So for you Scorpios, you have the Nine of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles. So interesting. So the Nine of Cups represents somebody's ego. They are very much so, you Scorpios are just kind of thinking about how someone had a huge ego when it came to you and just kind of reflecting on that, right? And also just you Scorpios paying attention to how you are going to make better, higher quality decisions in general, right? Financially, mentally, spiritually, because the Nine of Cups represents someone's seriously bad ego. And family members, but someone's seriously bad ego. And what I mean by that is their ego very much so is inflated. They're very much so playing a game of hypergamy, and I'm gonna just keep it a buck. If you ask me, this game of hypergamy is really about bourgeoisie, boule, need this Jack and Jill bourgeoisie, boule sense of choosing up. Because it's like, at the end of the day, why is it that people can't go after what it is that they like and what they're compatible with? There's way too much talks of, money and needing to choose the right circumstances, and it's like people, and it calls for way too much disqualifications for really stupid reasons. You won't talk to somebody because they're shorter than you, they have lighter skin tone, they this, that, they don't look, and it's like, this is really this need for supreme genetics, and they have to look this way, and that's programming. But I'm not even going to get into that. I'm trying to say all that to say, Scorpio, that person is really caught up with that type of propaganda and programming, where they very much so look down on you for a really stupid, hypergamous, really stupid reason, really, if I'm going to go there. And whatever, and it's backfiring, because a lot of you Scorpios are just reflecting, right? Ace of Cups, Ace of Cups, Page of Pentacles. Like, look at how much it is that you Scorpios actually accomplished within 2023. Now we're in 2024, and you still have some more goals that you have set out for yourselves that you are planning on actually accomplishing now and for the future years to come. And you Scorpios are like, look at how much success you've had. But the sun, and the sun card represents you have plenty of other people that, look, you have plenty of other people that want to be along for that ride, that want to be around you. This is them coming in, hailing your name. Like, you Scorpios are fly. How can they get down with you? But this is the stupidity of what I mean when I say hypergamy, Scorpio. Hypergamy is really getting people. People are choosing people up based upon how tall somebody is. And it's like, do you understand? They want this person to be 6 foot and change. It's like, oh, everybody needs to shut up with that. After today, if you still talking this height crap, something off with you. Everybody needs to shut up. You know why? Because Mike Tyson is 5'10". This 6 foot change stuff, Napoleon Bonaparte was 5'7". Bruce Lee was 5'7". Batman is 5'10". Conor McGregor, 5'9". Floyd Mayweather, 5'7". I'm 5'7". Me and Floyd are the same height. Stop. Robert Whittaker, 5'11". Stop. You understand what it is that I'm saying? You know, and the point that I'm trying to make here is this hypergamy stuff has really gotten, it's the brain worm. It's the brain parasite. It's a spiritual brain parasite that has wrapped it has wrapped itself around people's brain to a certain extent that got them thinking in a real discombobulated, stupid way. They're disqualifying you Scorpios over stupid reasons. And look at how it is that other people praise your name and raise you up and want to hang around you. You Scorpios are out here getting to know other people, and it's like, little did they know that little did these weirdos know who think that they have, who want to trick other people into thinking that they have all this value. Are you serious? And then the justice now represents, you know, you Scorpios moving forward without having to ruminate on it and constantly think about it. A lot of you Scorpios are just kind of like laughing. Like, when people spend so much of their time playing games, they're doing it to themselves. And that's what the justice represents. They can't handle the mirror being put in front of their face. And I'm not saying that y'all are mirrors and you don't have your own identity. But what I am trying to say is their own life is a reflection of the choices that they make. And that's why their life be turning out whack, because of the fact that they can't make good choices because their ego be getting them. The King of Cups and the Knight of Swords now represents, while you Scorpios are living good. And you're going to stay, and you're making it a New Year's resolution to stay away from people that even has that type of mentality. Hey, I hear that. I most definitely hear that, because the Eight of Cups is all about you Scorpios needing to actually make some sort of sense out of the people that you choose to spend your time and associate with. And everything, you know, I ain't gonna say everything else, but so many other areas of your life make sense. But as soon as when trying to get to know another person, right, is the topic of conversation, now all of a sudden you got all these mysteries. Why? Because you have a lot of people that also move the goalposts because they don't want to be learned about. They don't want to be found out. Whenever it is that I spent, whenever it is that I'll ask a person about their zodiac sign and I start saying certain things, they'll go ahead and they'll talk about that's not true, even though it is true. All because they don't want to be figured out. They want to be seen as different. Cap, you can say whatever it is that you want to. All the people who reside up underneath a particular zodiac sign do some things that are same to that are blanket that applies to everybody up underneath the zodiac sign. And some things and a lot of things are unique to that particular person. And that's what makes astrology so great. It's the idea that you have a particular set of ground, a stage that's set, but then you also have a mix or a matchup, or the chaos or the unpredictability of your own individual cells, your own unique cells that makes you unique. But come on, all Scorpios share something. All Virgos share something. All Virgos are critical. All Scorpios want to preserve themselves. There's no exception to that. None. There's no exception to that. I don't care how harmless a Scorpio may appear themselves to be. But if a Scorpio decides that they are in some sort of danger or they're at risk, they're going to do everything that they can to protect themselves. Right, Scorpio? So the Eight of Cups represents you are staying away from the weirdos. You don't need to hang around weird individuals and get to know them Because, you know, the saying is, only God can judge me, right? Cap, stop playing. We all know that dysfunctional people do similar things. It's the same person, different shirt. We know this. Why do you Scorpios need to hang around individuals to get to see how many different ways that they could backstab you metaphorically? So the Two of Wands and the Page of Wands represents, the answer is you don't. And one of the things that you're going to end up doing is you Scorpios are going to end up giving no more free attention to people that all it is that they want to do is just waste your time. Let's clarify Page of Wands. Seven of Swords, Five of Pentacles, the Tower, the Page of Wands, and then you have the Five of Wands. Yeah, because you see how much of a joke the Seven of Swords and the Five of Pentacles, you see how worthless it is trying to talk to dysfunctional people and have dysfunctional people around you. You Scorpios are realizing that it's not, you already know who is dysfunctional and who is not. You've known it for a long time. You usually pick up on it very quickly because you Scorpios are naturally suspicious anyway. So you know who, you have a good indication of who's fake, who's not. But you lapse or you take your time when it comes to cutting them off because you would like to have them around in your life to see if they would have any kind of value. And that's where your main downfall is. You got to cut people off regardless of what you even perceive that they could give to you. The Tower now represents, which is Scorpio, so you showed up in your own reading. The Tower is about, because if you don't, that, like I said, this is where the Page of Wands and the Five of Wands, you can end up being in arguments, fights, bickering and arguing. You don't want to deal with that. So you Scorpios have some things that you have to work on. You have to work on knowing when somebody is being dysfunctional, but you still trying to keep them around to see what kind of usefulness they have. Stop keeping them around for utility.